So the Jeep's got a squeak. I think that's this guy. Let's fix it. So I've been noticing the squeaking, you know, under loads and stuff. And I just took a look underneath the Jeep. And as you can see, the cups are breaking, it looks like. And you know, you're starting to see like a little bit of rust coming out of them. That reddish stuff there. I think today I'm going to show you guys how I fix this. Alright, first things first, let's jack the Jeep up. Next thing I like to do is get down here and shake this tire, see if there's anything else loose in this corner. Mine seems to be pretty tight, so we're going to take this wheel off. Alright, next up is to take the brake caliper off. It's just held on by these two little bolts in the back. So next up, we got to get this rotor off. And that involves taking a ball peen hammer and tapping between the lug studs here to release it from the hub. Ta-da! Alright, with the rotor off, now we can start soaking the bolts for the wheel bearing. So you just take your panther piss, squirt it on the back side of these threads. Now we need to take the axle nut off. So next up is the wheel bearing bolts that hold the wheel bearing to the steering knuckle. And those use a 12.13 millimeter socket. They can be a kind of a bear to get out. So let's see if we can get them out. Oh, shit. Try this at home. One. There's two. So there's several ways that you can get this wheel bearing off. You know, you could just pound on it with the hammer right up against this flange, but most likely if you do that, it's just going to ruin it. If your wheel bearing's bad, that's alright if you just pound it off because you don't need it anymore. I've seen people, they'll take and chisel this away and chisel behind this flange and get the wheel bearing out that way. But my preferred method is to take an air hammer right on the bolts that mount the hub to the steering knuckle. I'll take my air hammer and basically drive right on top of this head. And really the only thing you got to worry about is slipping off that edge, which sometimes I'll use a socket to kind of hold it there. The other thing you want to watch for is make sure you got enough thread engagement. On the front here you can see the bolts backed out, but you can still see the bolt inside the flange there, and it's still threaded in. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my air hammer and hit right here on this bolt, you know, and just kind of work around those three bolts, and it should drive this hub off of the steering knuckle. Alright, that came off way too easy. Usually you'll fight to get this hub off of the steering knuckle, but for some reason this one's pretty easy. Probably the easiest one I've ever done. Don't get discouraged if your hub doesn't come off that easy. It will come off. Just avoid hammering on this flange and you should be fine. As you can see, the hub is loose from the steering knuckle. So now all we got to do is take this off and we can pull our axle shaft out. With our axle shaft out of the Jeep, now we can get to removing this U-joint. The way I'm going to remove this is I'm going to use this vise right here. So first is we want to get this dust shield off. So the first steps to remove the U-joint is we actually have to get the internal C-clips out from the axle shaft on all four corners. With the clips out, now we can turn our attention to removing the bearing caps. And that's just as simple as placing the cross of the U-joint across the jaws of the vise and basically striking the axle shaft, forcing this cup upward. Just like that. The bearing cup is out. Flip the axle over and repeat. So I'm using a Spicer U-joint. This is a 5-670X. This is the factory U-joint they put in this axle shaft. That one lasted 18 years. I'm gonna bet that this one will last 18 years. As long as I don't drop the caps on the ground. Look at that. Didn't even lose a bearing. And just like the Chilton's manual always says, install is reverse of removal. Alright, back in the Jeep. Before we start shoving the axle shaft in there, I want to actually clean up this surface where the wheel bearing goes in. I'm just using this wire wheel you can get at Harbor Freight for like $5 for a whole set. Just hit this surface here and also the mating surface of your wheel bearing. And wear safety glasses because this thing likes to throw wires off of it straight into your eyeballs. Yeah, that's dirty. Now we'll put anti-seize on these two surfaces so this wheel bearing will come out real easy next time. Drew, I think you're forgetting something, like the dust shield for the brake rotor. washer, your spring washer, your nut, your nut retainer. I'm gonna line that up with a hole, and your cotter key. I gotta find a new one.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Crap! Crap! Well, hopefully you're not like me and forgot to put the dust shield on. Sometimes I make a really easy job really difficult. All back together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. And we'll see you on the next one.